Good evening and welcome to the October 7th Historic Preservation Commission meeting. I'll call the meeting to order. Christy, can you do the roll?
Yes. Scott Allen.
Present.
George Piper.
Here.
Casey Sampson.
Present.
Nicole Weathington. Here. Scott Sewell.
Scott is absent this evening. All right, seeing no old business, we'll move to the new business, which is a COA for 109 West Main Street, and we'll hear from staff first. Mr. Warren? Oh, yeah, we on a roll today. Can I get, we're going to step back 1 second and do the approve of minutes. So we have the August minutes. We did not have a meeting in September, so I will make a motion to approve the August minutes. And I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Sorry about that, Derek. We'll go back to you now.
Well, I'll try to make this one as short and sweet as possible. So tonight in front of you for a certificate of appropriateness is an application for some new windows at 109 West Main Street. The property is zoned central business, and this property has not been before the HPC prior to tonight, although it has been owned by a previous HPC member. A little trivia there for you all. George might remember. The building is contributing, which is a building which could be less than 50 years old and which is compatible with its historic surroundings, or a building which is over 40 years old and whose historic character remains, but does not rise to the level of notable or outstanding. And this building is in the National Register of Historic Places Historic District. As mentioned, this is a certificate of appropriateness for windows tonight on the alley-facing side of the building. So when you look at the building from the back side, and I'll show you some pictures here in a minute, but you can clearly see the rear of this building from State Road 32, State Road 39. So it was clearly fell into the view of a public way view shed. So the applicant is seeking approval to install black aluminum windows on the alley-facing side, south side of the building. The replacement windows are being installed in locations of previous window openings that have been filled in with brick. The applicant is proposing to install new windows in the top 3 openings and the middle 3 locations. I can show you where that is. There you go. So the window locations are outlined in green. Top 3 and middle 3. Let me show you the window detail. There are the top 3 windows right there. You can see the small archway will be filled in with black metal to match the black aluminum sashes. And same with the middle window. There you go. So the staff recommendation is installing windows back into original spaces that have been bricked in or filled in with brick should be encouraged. Therefore, staff recommends approval of this certificate of appropriateness. And the applicant is currently stuck in traffic and has not made it here yet. So they are, I can tell you a little bit about what's going on. They bought the building about 2 months ago. They're doing some of these renovations so that they can get it ready for a tenant. They are currently shopping for a tenant to fill the space. It's a really good building. Chris Colson is the one who owned it previous, and he was on the commission. It's fabulous on the inside. It's probably structurally one of the more sound buildings in our square. He did a really good job of making sure the foundation was in good shape, the footers. Chris put a lot of money into that. And it's kind of back to its bones, and its bones are very good. The applicant intends to apply for an RDC grant for the windows. There is a window or actually a skylight on the roof that does not require a commission COA, but they plan on reconstructing the skylight in this space. The floor structure in the building has the skylight shining all the way down to the first floor level, so there's a cutout in the second floor show right below where the skylight was. And when you start looking at some of the historic pictures, you can see several of the buildings we have in our district, there's kind of like a pyramid-shaped skylight in some of these. So the hole is still there, everything is still there, and it's just the window that is missing. So they intend to do that, install these windows, and hopefully land a tenant. And there's some interested parties at the table right now. So this building should get reused relatively quickly.
Okay, thank you, Derek. Any questions for staff? Any discussion or questions for the applicant that Derek may have on their behalf? Any discussion on the application going forward? With that, I'd entertain a motion for this COA.
So moved?
To approve? A motion to approve, and a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Carries. Okay, well, the applicant can be notified that their application to install the windows as submitted has been approved.
Okay, thank you, Casey. And just to let you know, I thought about it late after we submitted the agenda, but I will add a item on the agenda to update you on any staff COAs that have been approved. There have been none approved since the last meeting. And we will have a November meeting, so I do have an application on the table for that meeting. So just a heads up on that.
Okay, thank you for those items. All right, any other items that come before the board, commission? With that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion and a second?
Second.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right. Motion carries. We'll see you in November. Thank you.
Taunton penalty gives the 49ers an automatic first down instead of punting from the end zone. Hill loses the football. It's recovered by Tufan. He fumbles. It's still loose.